All right. Hey everyone, welcome to week 7 of the Kubernetes 134 release team the release cycle, and we are in week 7, and yeah, today is July 2nd, and this is our APAC meeting. So before we get started, I'd like to remind you all that as part of the Kubernetes community, we abide by the CNCF Code of Conduct, which basically boils down to be excellent to everybody else. And with that out of the way, let's get started with the meeting. Does anybody have any open discussion items? I don't see anything in the agenda, but if anybody has any open discussion items they'd like to bring up, you can do that now. I guess that is a no. So let's move on to the team updates. We have enhancements with Josh.
Everyone, good morning, good afternoon. Pretty quiet for the enhancements team the last week or so after the enhancements freeze. Current status is yellow, and this week we're going to be starting the reach out process for the upcoming code and test freeze. So no change to the number of KEPs we're tracking. We're still at 72. So yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Josh. Does anybody have any questions for enhancements? I'll take that as a no. Moving ahead with release signal. Is Raji on the call? I think Pradyot is the CI signal shadow.
Hey, hi. Yeah, I think. So current status is green right now. Last week we had one flaky test each, so total 3 flaky tests we reported last week. 2 of them we are waiting signal, and 1 is non-blocker. Also, there was one CR to fix the Golang merger in the CRIO. So that has fixed at least 4 issues for us. So those are resolved right now. And we have also started sending out the reminders for the open issues and PR as we move towards the code freeze. Yeah, those were all the things.
Awesome. Thanks, Pradyot. Does anybody have any questions for release signal? All right, I guess no. Moving ahead with docs. Are there any docs shadows on the call?
Hi, I'm Yuren, and for docs team, and this week branch sync PR has been merged, and Alpha 0.1 release no PR is still under review, and once it emerges, we will create the Alpha 0.2 release node. And as for the dark states before 2 hours ago, we have no placeholder PR for 50 enhancement, and it is including no reply, and we are not clear if the darks are needed. So we think we will keep checking all the enhancement. Yes, thanks.
Awesome. Does anybody have any questions for docs? I guess no. Moving ahead with comms. Are there any comms shadows on the call? I think no. So I'll read out the updates. The status for comms is green. We are tracking 8 KEPs which have opted in for the feature blogs, and the first outreach is done, and the second outreach is planned to begin shortly, as the feature blog freeze is next week on July 11th. So the status is green right now, and we have also started the discussion for the release highlights and the outreach to the SIGs for the highlights. The discussion has started. So yeah, this is the issue tracking the work, and the discussion itself is open. Yeah, this takes a bit of time for folks to start putting together. So I think we are good here. Does anybody have any questions for comms? All right. Moving ahead with release branch management, I don't see any release branch management shadows on the call, and I don't see updates as well, but I believe the status is green and that there are no major updates from release branch management. Does anybody have any questions for release branch management? All right. Next up is Emeritus Advisor. I don't see any updates from Fred, and I don't see him in the call as well. So if anybody has any questions for Fred, we can note them down here for the next meeting, probably. All right. Yeah, over to you, Doom.
Yep, thank you, Shriram. Hey, everyone. Welcome to week 7. No major updates from my side this week. First of all, great job, everyone, so far. And the updates are just reminders of the upcoming deadlines. We have the docs placeholder PR deadline on 3rd of July. So if the docs team needs any help to reach out to folks who may not be responding to your reminders, please reach out to the... Can you hear me, first of all?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So please reach out to me or the lead shadows if you need any help with that. The Alpha 3 release cut is next week. So if release signal folks need any help, please again reach out. And we have the feature blog placeholder PR deadline next week. That's a strict deadline. I'm not sure if the docs team has set an internal deadline for the placeholder PR. Usually the team can, or they can just do it 11:59 p.m. PST. That's also fine. But if not, you may set your own deadline. For the feature block freeze opening the placeholder PRs, the deadline was set in the beginning of the release, which I mentioned. So those are the upcoming deadlines that I just wanted to remind of, and no other updates from my side.
Some thanks, Vyom. Does anybody have any questions for the release lead? I guess no. Moving ahead with SIG scalability, we don't have any specific updates from them, so I believe the status is green. And yeah, with that, we are at the end of the sub-team updates. Does anybody have anything that they'd like to discuss on the recording? I will take that as a no, and I'll stop the recording now. Bye, YouTube.